I think this album is underrated. Hi, this is Takashi Nohara from Jazz Blues Japan. Yes, again, I just want to feature one album which I think is underrated. The album is this one. Yes, Thelonious Monk, Monk himself. And I love Monk, by the way. And the Monk, I think, produced some, piano solo albums, and this is one of them. And among those, piano solo albums, I think this is the best album to me. The reason why I'm saying this is because, if you listen to this album, starting from the first track up to the last one, as if you were, watching a great movie or drama, there is a story. I feel the sad side of Monk and the funny side of Monk and the upside of Monk, downside of Monk, as if I was sitting inside his head. So I feel the real bold Monk with this album. So that's why I like it very much. And the last song, Coltrane and What About Where, just played, subtle, just not at the front but at the back, just played little. What a great spice adding to this solo album, right? Anyway, it's a great album actually. And talking about the greatness, I think the greatness doesn't come from the technique, Of course, Monk was a great technician as a pianist. Nobody would doubt about it, but I think there is much more than that. The technique doesn't make the Monk great musician or great pianist, I think. But there is something more, like how he lived, and he played. I think in his life, every piano tone that he made is a part. A piece of his life. That kind of thing, I just feel that way. So that's why he's great. It doesn't come from the technique, but the life itself that he lived, I think, made him great. And not only Thelonious Monk and but the other great jazz musicians as well. Their lives made them great musicians, I think. But if you look at the musicians right now, not all of them, but most of them, I don't feel that way, because maybe how they live and how they face the music is quite different from those days, back in those days. That's what I guess and assume. They are good in terms of the technique, maybe, but they are not that great like Thelonious Monk and the rest. So sometimes, I feel and I think what the greatness is, and to me, the greatness does come from how they live. And most of the jazz musicians at that time, were living in a harsh environment in many ways, and instead of speaking words, they spoke those words with their music. So that's why you feel the spirit, the energy, and maybe the cry or laugh. Anyway, that's life, right? So I feel that wholeness in his music, Monk, and of course the other legendary jazz musicians. One of the pioneers of Jazz Kissa. Jazz Kissa is a Japanese style jazz cafe. Back in the 30s, 40s, up to now. One of them, is called Mr. Sugawara, and he once said that there is no jazz music, there are only jazzy people. What a great phrase, right? So those legendary musicians like Thelonious Monk, I think, were jazzy people. How they lived is jazzy, right? Thelonious Monk is jazzy, and the rest of the legendary musicians, I think they are jazzy, but they are not jazzy. Many jazzy people right now, unfortunately. That's why I don't feel the greatness with those musicians right now. Anyway, that's it for today. That's my opinion about the greatness and the rest. I don't know how you feel about it, but just leave a comment. If you have any your opinions, I appreciate that. Okay. Lastly, always, I just keep praying and wishing you guys, family members, friends, co-workers, everybody to be safe in this pandemic situation. And some of our members wrote to me that they already bought a ticket or planning to come to Japan, within this year. And I hope that plan will come true, right? So I hope everything will be back to normal very, very soon. I pray that for you guys. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Please continue staying safe. Bye bye.